Hey guys, Joe here with Hotshot.com. I'm back here in my backyard just kind of going over shooting another video. On this video I'm going to be talking about what to look for when you're selecting a load, especially when you're getting started. I'm going to talk to you about a really famous, or not a famous tool, but something I came across a while back. Is something that's changed the entire game, and that's basically how to break it down. So with that, I'm going to just kind of dive in. So let's say you got a 1-ton, you got a wedge, and you're looking to push 3 vehicles from coast to coast, and you hit the load board. And just for example, the first load's $1,200, the second load's $1,100, and the next load's $900, taking you to a total of $3,200. So initially you're thinking $3,200. The first thing you're thinking is, man, I can make it from the East Coast to the West Coast, to the West Coast to the East Coast, and back on in a week, and get my reset at home, get my weekend time at home, spend that time with my family, my kids, or spend it doing whatever you want to do. And you're thinking, man, if I can get $3,200 going out, and I can get $3,200 coming back in, I'm going to make a pretty good amount of money. You're thinking $6,400 a week. That's great cash. But I'm going to teach you initially how to break this down and tell you exactly how much money you're going to come up with, so you don't have to spend so much time running through a spreadsheet looking at percentages. The general way to do this is break it down into thirds. So if we've got a $3,200 load, let's just say it's $3,000. Let's say it's a $3,000 load. We take that in a pie and we break it down into thirds. So our first third, and breaking that down into thirds, we'll have 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Our first third is taxes. Okay. Now this is this isn't 100% rocket science. Breaks it down to it. But this is an old method that generally gets you in the ballpark of what your tax bracket's going to be for that load. So we take that first 1,000 and we push that off. That's for taxes. We take that second third, and that second third of $1,000 is going to be for fuel. So we put $1,000 towards taxes, $1,000 towards fuel. That last third, that last 1,000 that you have, that's where you're going to see everything else come out of. Your insurance, your truck payments, your maintenance, your payroll, all of that comes out of that 1/3. So whether you're watching this because you're trying to get into the hotshot industry or car hauling industry, or you're watching this because you're wondering why your rates are so high to ship from point A to point B, you might be thinking, oh, it's only a couple $100 in fuel to get from point A to point B. The reasoning for that is because this equipment's expensive. You got guys staying away, you got, men and women staying away for years, for weeks at a time, over the road, and at the end of it, that last third is what breaks down for your final expense. Now, having about $2,000 in that category, you could bring home a decent amount of change. This is just kind of a very basic run. In a lot of instances you can fit 4 cars on, or if you're looking for like an oversized vehicle, maybe like that Sprinter van I've talked about in my previous vehicles, you can get paid even higher, $2,000, $2,100, $2,200. Looking for specialty vehicles, looking for in-ops, that's going to work out best for you. So I'm Joe with howtohotshot.com. Thank you very much.